I'm going to show you how to make the teddy fleece beanie. You can choose to make this with or without the ears. And we're going to make a teddy fleece scarf with little pockets that have lining on the end. So the first thing we need to do is to cut out all of the pieces. So for the beanie, we've got 4 pieces. We have got the cuff of the beanie. When you cut this out, it's very important that one of these short edges is placed on the fold of the fabric. So you'll cut it out folded, and then it will open up to be one long rectangle. Then we have got the crown. So we need to cut out 2 of these crown pieces, and again one of the edges is marked on the fold. So we put the template onto our folded fabric, cut it out, and then it will open up to be a big piece. We do that twice, one for the front and one for the back. If you decide you'd like to have ears on your beanie, you've got an ear template, and you need to cut out 4 of these shapes. This is for the beanie. For the scarf, we're going to have 2 very long pieces that we'll cut out. Again, it's placed on the fold, so it opens up to be a nice long piece. And we cut 2 of those. And then they're the pocket pieces. So for the pockets, we're going to cut 2 small rectangles from your fleece fabric and 2 small rectangles from your contrast fabric. So we're going to begin by making our scarf, and the first part of the scarf we're going to make is the pockets. So we've got 2 pockets and each has a lining inside the pocket. So I'm going to take one of my fleecy rectangles and one of my contrast rectangles, and I'm going to put those right sides together. So that means the fluffy side of the fabric and the pattern side of the fabric will be touching each other. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin together one of the short edges of the rectangle. So our rectangle has long sides and short sides. So it's one of these short ones we want to pin. So we're just going to pin along one short edge. And then we're going to sew this on our sewing machine with a straight stitch. We want our seam allowance, so how far our sewing is from the edge of the fabric, to be 1/2 inch or 1 1/4 centimeters. So sometimes it's a good idea to put some washi tape along where the seam allowance is, and then we can just line this up next to the tape and make sure we get a straight seam allowance. We're going to start with our forwards backwards stitch, sew along and finish with our forwards backwards stitch. So I'll just go and do that and I'll come back. Okay, so I have just sewn that together on my sewing machine. Now I'm going to open it out, fold it back the other way so the right sides of the fabric are facing out, and I'm just going to line up the 4 edges of my rectangle. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And on this edge where I've just sewn, I'm going to pin again along that folded edge. And I'm going to take this back to my sewing machine, and I'm going to sew a straight line again on this folded edge and create a top stitch. So again, we'll line this up next to our seam allowance, which was 1/2 inch or 1 1/4 centimeters, and we'll sew a straight line. Okay, so I have just sewn my top stitch along that folded edge, and that's going to be the top edge of my pocket. And I've gone ahead and I've repeated this process with my other 2 pocket pieces. So now I've got my 2 pockets ready to go. I'm going to get one of my long scarf pieces now that I cut out earlier, and on one of the ends I'm going to get one of my pockets that I just made, and I'm going to place my pocket with the right sides touching the scarf right at the end. So you'll see that I'm putting the fluffy sides of the fabrics touching each other, and the lining side is going to be facing up. So I'm just going to go ahead and line these up so that the edges are really nicely together. Smooth it all out. And now I'm going to pin these 3 edges together, ready to sew. Make sure you're paying attention to the direction you put your pins, especially as you go around the corners. You want them to be nice and easy to take out while you're sewing. Okay, so I've pinned my pocket onto the end of this long piece of the scarf, right sides of the fleecy fabric touching each other. Now I'm going to do a basting stitch. So our basting stitch is just used to hold something in place temporarily. So we set our stitch to the longest stitch on our machine for the length of the straight stitch, and we're not going to do a forwards backwards stitch this time. We just want to make sure that this stays in place for when we add our other bit of the scarf on. And we usually do our basting stitch a bit closer to the edge. So instead of our seam allowance being 1 1/4 centimeters, I'd bring it in to about 1 centimeter when I sew it this time. And I should mention that the top edge of our pocket that we just sewed the top stitch on should be away from this bottom edge. So this is these edges are not sewn together, that's our rough edge. Our nice neat top of the pocket edge is up this end, so that when we use our scarf and pop our hand in, we've got a nice top stitched edge here. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and I've basted my pocket on to the end of the scarf, and I've gone ahead and done that with the other end as well. Now, I probably should mention a few things about this fabric we're working with. It is really fluffy. So what's going to happen is these fluffy edges are going to squish out at the sides. Don't worry about that, it's okay. It might look just a little bit messy and fluffy, but that's okay. This will all get hidden inside later on. The other thing is, because it's quite fluffy and thick, especially when you're turning the corners, just make sure that when you turn the corner you have put your presser foot down again. It can be hard to tell if it's up or down because this is so fluffy, so just double check that you have put it back down again before you continue on. Okay, so I'm going to lay out my scarf on the table with the right side, fluffy side facing up. I'm going to get my other long piece that doesn't have the pocket, and I'm just going to lay this on top of the first piece with the fluffy sides facing together again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin around the entire length of this scarf. On the middle, on one side of this scarf, we're going to leave a gap of about 20 centimetres. And that's where we're not going to sew, so that we can turn this through to the right side once we finish sewing. So I'm going to go ahead and pin that, and then I'll come back and show you my finished pinning. Okay, so that was a pretty big job. I've gone ahead and I've pinned all the way around my scarf, and on this edge I've left a 20 centimetre gap, and I usually like to mark my gap with a couple of pins to remind myself that I don't want to sew between those pins. So we're going to put our stitch length back to a normal straight stitch length of 2.5, and we're going to do the original seam allowance now of 1/2 inch or 1¼ centimetres, and we're going to sew around the edges of the scarf. Remember to do your forwards backwards at the ends of this gap that we leave. When we turn it through, we want it to be nice and strong in those spots so that the seams don't rip apart. Okay, so I've just sewn all the way around my scarf, leaving that gap on one side. Now, this fabric, especially this Aztec one, I found is really fluffy, which makes it hard to see this edge against the tape. So just a tip, if you're having trouble with that, you can line up the edge of your presser foot with this, see inside the fairy fabric, it's got this white side on it. So what I just did was I looked, instead of looking at the edge of the fabric, which became very fluffy, I just lined up my presser foot with the edge of this white backing, and that made it a lot easier for me. Before we turn it through, whenever we've got these square corners, we want to trim off the corner of the fabric. We want to make sure that we don't cut through our stitching, but we're just going to cut off a triangle at the corner to remove some of the bulk so that when we turn this through, we can get a nice pointed corner. So we do that on the 4 corners of the scarf. So that's those 2 ends. And then we do it on these corners as well. So just flattening out my fluff, and I can cut off a triangle on that corner, and then do the same on this one, like that. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll turn this through. So I've turned it through to the right side, and of course we can use something pointy like a chopstick to just go down to the ends of those pockets, and we can just gently push those corners out as much as we can. So that we get our corners out. Now our last step, I should say, for the scarf is to do a top stitch around the scarf. Now we are not going to top stitch on the pockets. We are going to top stitch the rest of the scarf. So these edges, so 2 long straight edges, we're going to top stitch, starting at the top edge of the pocket and going down to the other end. So it will just be 2 straight lines. Yeah, it would be very hard to top stitch through all of these layers here, because we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of fabric that are folded on the edges as well. So very thick here. So we're just going to top stitch next to the pockets along the edges. I am going to pin this first because I want to make sure that nothing's going to roll out of place. So I'm going to make sure where my seams are. That's as flat as it can be. And I'm going to pin those edges together so they are exactly where I want to top stitch. So I'm going to do that all the way along. Now we also have to just be careful where we left that gap before. We want to make sure the edges of that gap are folded over and in so that the raw edge is folded into the seam and lines up with where you sewed before. So where the gap is, make sure the edge is folded under on each side and then pin those together. Okay, so I've just gone around and completed my top stitch all the way around my scarf. It is a little bit hard to see on this pattern fabric, so let's have a look at this pink one. So if you can see, this is where my row of top stitching is, along those straight edges. So not on the pockets, just on these two long straight edges on each side. And that's our scarf finished.